Hello, my name is Augustus, and I am going to show you my Roman villa. Now, this Roman villa is no different from any other Roman villa. It's just the same, and I'm going to give you a tour of it. Anyway, let's start with the shop. We call these shops the tabernas. And basically, what we do is we stand here and local people just come by and they get what they want for a fair price. And, I make money, so I benefit from it. But then again, we wealthy patricians don't really need money because we don't have to pay taxes. At least I don't pay taxes. Am I doing something wrong? I don't think so. Anyway, this is my room. These small bedrooms are called cubiculums. This is not the only cubiculum in the house. Anyway, cubiculums have a bed and maybe other things. Here are two more cubiculums, in here and in here. This is one of my servants. My servants have to serve me with all their loyalty or else I punish them. I usually cut off their limbs or something. Anyway, this big area, this big tiled area, okay, that guy's spazzing out. This big area is called the atrium. And this pool of water right here, it's called the impluvium. And the impluvium is not a swimming pool. It's not a crazy awesome fountain. It's just, how do I put this? It's just a drain. Because rainwater falls through here, and it goes through that grate, and it goes into a drain underground, and it stores water for the house and all that stuff. Stuff that's essential. Here is, I don't know whether to call it a cubiculum or an ala, and I'll get to the alas later, but this is the spot where I lay down and relax. I don't feel like laying down though. Now this is an ala. An ala is just a room. It doesn't really serve a major purpose, and it's just kind of off to the side of the house. Here we have the study, or the tablinum. And in the tablinum, you just sit and read and study. Hence the study. And yeah, it's my favorite room of the house because there's so many wonderful books in it, and I can do whatever I want, including if someone comes in and talks, I have a good excuse to be mean to them and yell at them. Anyway, this is another ala that I made into a furnace room. Not really important. And now this beautiful lush garden that I trimmed and grew myself. Well, actually, I didn't do it, but who cares? And this lovely, beautiful garden is called the peristyllium. And the peristyllium is just a garden, and it gets its water and sunlight from this hole, so I don't have to water it. But of course, all us rich patricians are lazy and can't afford to do anything. And speaking of stupid idiots, well, I wasn't talking about stupid idiots, but here's the servants' room. The servants, they are just poor, weak people who nobody really has ever cared about. So they come to me for a place to live and occasionally a meal. This is the servants' quarters. This is where they sleep, and there's nothing else. I just provide them a place to sleep, and they have to cook all my meals and just do everything that I say. And if they don't, then I punish them. Yes. This is the kitchen, and otherwise known as the colina, and this is where all my servants prepare my meals. I never ever cook. Cooking is for poor people. Most of my servants are, well, I have men and children, but most of them are women, and the women do all the cooking. Here we have the dining hall, or the triclinium. And right now it is pretty empty, and nothing's here, but soon it will be piled with plates of delicious food of all shapes and sizes. Here we have a little entryway and a spiral staircase up to the attic, which is called the timber. And this is just storage, nothing really important. We can just gloss over that. And this is just a fountain here for decoration. And gosh, I think I've gone over just about everything. So now I'll give you the aerial view of my villa. Oh yes. See, it's very nice, actually. And now I will tell you more about these villas. Starting with the fact that these are very, very expensive to build and to buy. So that's why most of the people who buy them are the patricians. And the patricians are the class of the rich and powerful in the Roman Empire. And then there's the plebeians. And the plebeians are the poor people who just make all our food and give it to us, and they farm, and they're poor, and yeah. And they can't afford these because plebeians are given more taxes than us, and they're given poor living conditions, and they're not even given a chance. I mean, like, they can't vote in the government like we can. So yeah, it's really sad. Unless you're a patrician. Yes. So, yeah, right now the year is about 20 BC. And this is about average for Roman villa size. I guess there's some bigger and some that were smaller. But notice the pillars were adapted from Greece, which we conquered with ease. And then there are more columns, and then there's also lots of artwork on the walls and colors. That's because we love artwork here. I mean, I love to look at it. This is my favorite one. I'm really not sure what to call it. Kind of looks a little messed up. And notice all the halls are decorated with this beautiful artwork and colors. Yes. And I think that's just about it. Except for maybe the servants. Oh, yes, the servants. The servants don't have good living conditions. As I told you, they live in that little crampy room in the servants' headquarters, and they have to serve me. And yes, but the servants, they have to obey me and be nice to me. Because, you see, I am the master, and I hired them out of pity, because most of them were just abandoned as children or stuff like that. So yes, I give them home and like a bed and maybe a meal every once in a while. And then they do my every bidding, and I don't like randomly lash out and kill one of them. So yes, that is our deal. This is about it. I think this just about wraps everything up. And yes, now I have, you know what an ancient Roman villa was like. Anyway, don't look at the screen recorder. Bye.